Welcome to Enterprise RU. Today is a new day for the application development team. Until now, it has been largely supporting existing applications, but things have changed, and the team is now being asked to develop new applications. The CIO has hired Lara as the Scrum Master to help the team learn agile development and follow a Scrum process to develop the product. The Scrum process starts with the product goals the team is to deliver on. So Lara first meets with Mike, the product owner for the product to be developed, to understand the vision and goals. Mike has spent the last few months speaking to customers, and they are looking for a way to send us feedback from the factory floor. Mike suggests building them a mobile application that lets them send photos tagged to the manufacturing process and provide feedback on improvements. Lara works with Mike to break down the problem into a set of user stories. User stories are central to agile development because they explain what users want and why. This keeps users out of specific technology decisions and ensures that the developers don't blindly follow specs that don't really describe the goals. Each user story should describe what specific problem you are solving, why it's important to the user and the overall product, and any implementation constraints. The product owner documents each user story, places them in a queue called a backlog, and prioritizes them. When the developers meet in the kickoff Scrum meeting for a product, they can commit to how many user stories they believe they can get done in a sprint. For this organization, a sprint is 2 weeks long. In the Scrum, the team has the final say on how much work can be done in a sprint. Each developer commits to his or her part of the sprint. During the project, the development team meets every day for what's called a stand-up meeting. Each developer identifies issues that are blocking his or her work, as well as describes the current status. The goal is to ensure everyone is on the same page and to identify as early as possible any issues that could delay the work or require a change in plans. The Scrum Master's role is to service the team to enable their productivity and maximize their success in hitting their commitments. Sometimes that means getting clarity from the product owner, and sometimes it means resolving conflicting needs or priorities. Here, Lara handles the blocking issues and the conflict with the engineering team, so the developers can make their commitments. She also reaches out to Mike, the product owner, to make sure the backlog is ready for next sprint. The team meets to discuss the next sprint's commitments and how they intend to tackle them. That includes ranking the proposed idea's difficulty and effectiveness through a point system. At the end of the sprint, teams hold a demo for the product owner and any stakeholders showing the completed work. The Scrum Master captures feedback from stakeholders that might make it into the future backlog. The team also reviews the sprint as it ends to identify what worked and what needs to be improved in the next sprint. The Scrum Master gets feedback from everyone, so everyone has a voice on improving the process. As needed, the Scrum Master also discusses the sprint separately with the product owner and others to get their feedback. With the team succeeding from sprint to sprint thanks to Lara's help, she can begin working on more strategic practices. As a Scrum Master, Lara develops a planning process to help fill the backlog and develop a product roadmap with Mike, the product owner. As Scrum Master, Lara also works with the operations team on an application release process, so the development team can push out frequent improvements to the application. With frequent product improvements based on their feedback, customers are happy. The Scrum Master is the person who orchestrates and smooths the process to get that happy result.